Yeah. I'm here. I'm signing in on y'all. Yeah, how y'all doing out there? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, partner. You gonna miss out on all the real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. The truth. It ain't gonna hurt you to stop by every once in a while and listen to some truth. Talk. Real talk, because it's fake everywhere else. Anyway, enough said, let's talk about boxing. I'm so sick and tired of these fake boxers and these fake reporters to just make you want to throw up. And I sit there and I see this stuff. These boxers, why do y'all sell out interviewers, as I call it? You YouTubers, you interviewers, you sell out. You sit there, you interview these boxers, and you go with the wind. Which way the wind blowing, that's the way you go. All you thinking about is trying to get your little channel up off the ground. You trying to get clicks and views. Till it's at a point you selling out to get those. You be interviewing these boxers, but you scared to ask them the questions that need to be asked. You feel me? Oh, you afraid that they won't come back and do another interview with you. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast. I mean, there's thousands of questions that need to be asked to these boxers, but these little fake interviewers, the people that's interviewing, these little fake podcasters, you're sitting there scared to ask them what need to be asked. I just look at these people sitting here. You want to interview Shakur Stevens after he had the little fight against Teofimo Lopez. Okay. At Teofimo Lopez, the dude is a nutcase. I don't give Shakur no credit for that, because the dude is a nutcase. Anytime you got somebody fighting a nutcase, you don't know who gonna show up. You don't know which one of that person that is a nutcase. You don't know which one gonna show up. If the real one shows up, then we're gonna get a fight. But if the nutcase one show up, we're not gonna get no fight. So I don't give no credit for you fighting a nutcase that don't even know what he doing in the ring. He just in there. Ain't no telling what kind of drugs he's doing or whatever. The dude is crazy. So by somebody sitting there doing all that crazy stuff at the press conference and all that, man, you don't know which one of him gonna show up. But you got these fake reporters and these fake podcasters that's scared to ask these boxers what they should be asking them. Y'all talking to Shakur Stevens. Why ain't y'all asking them what happened with Floyd Schofield? Why ain't nobody asking about that? Do y'all not know who Floyd Schofield is? Shakur Stevens had a fight with Floyd Schofield coming up. But as you see, every time they supposed to be fighting somebody, it's always an excuse. It's always an excuse. When somebody do ask them about fighting somebody, y'all ain't noticed they always got an excuse. Well, I don't need that fight. He tried to say I need him. I don't need nobody. You don't need nobody, then take your gloves off and sit down then. You need every fight that you step in that ring with, you need them to make you some money. You need them to help keep making you money. And if you done made enough money that you don't need no money, then take your glove off and sit down then. Y'all ain't noticed that. Anytime somebody do get the guts and the balls to ask one of these fighters about somebody that they need to fight, they always got an excuse as to why they ain't fighting them. But you don't have that excuse against somebody that ain't worth for nothing. You don't have that excuse when you fighting the doggone janitor out of the bathroom. You don't have that excuse when you fighting a taxi cab driver. You don't have that when you fighting the dude that working on the back of the trash truck picking up trash on the side of the road. When you fighting him, you don't have that excuse, do you? You don't be talking about, oh well, he said I need him. I don't need him. I ain't fighting him because he said I need him to make some money. Said I was broke. We don't hear that when you fighting them though, do you? Oh, but when you fighting somebody that they got a big name, oh, it's an excuse. Oh, I don't like the way he moved. Ask Kurt Stevenson about Tank. I really don't want to talk about the dude. I really don't. Oh, but why we don't want to talk about him though. So who do you want to talk about? You do want to talk about the janitor in the bathroom that you talk about him, wouldn't you? You do fight. You do want to fight the damn IHOP waitress, don't you? You talk about him, don't you? You talk about him, don't you? See, these are questions. What I'm saying, why you fake sellout, you fake podcasters, why don't you ask them the question like I'm putting it to you? Why you can't give it to them raw like what I'm doing right here? Ask them exactly what I just said. Why you don't have a problem talking about any other fighter that you fight that don't have a big name? But if somebody got a big name, why you don't talk about them? You ain't talking about nobody got a big name that you want to fight. Terrence Crawford, another fake hero. You actually retired because you was scared of Boots Ennis. You was scared of Boots. That's why you retired. But see, nobody don't want to talk about that. That was the only person out there for you. You claim you the best. You claim you the best. Why you didn't fight him? Don't give him that Earl Spence crap. Come on, man. Earl Spence had holes all in his game. Nobody just hadn't figured it out yet. Why? Because he attacks them first. That's why nobody ain't really had chance to beat him, because when you got a boxer that attacks your body, all you basically doing is trying to survive and protect yourself. You ain't really trying to fight. You're not really trying to fight to win. So that's what Earl Spence do. He attacks the body, and who wants to get hit with a body shot? No one. That's the painfulest thing in the world. So they certainly know what he coming to do. So all they trying to do is play defense, really. Earl Spence ain't really had nobody to box him until Terrence Crawford figured it out. That's all. But for the good fight, he made Earl Spence look like an amateur. So all along, if you can make a boxer look like an amateur, he wasn't good in the first place. He just hadn't fought nobody. And with your speed. So at the end of the day, Boots Ennis is out there for you, Terrence Crawford, but you ran. You didn't want to fight him. And it's a shame that you got blind fans that's so blind and got their heads so far up your butt so they can see what you ate for breakfast today. They'll believe anything you say. They'll jump in my comment box hollering about, well, no, Terrence ain't run for him. Just shut up, stupid. You just dumb. You so dumb you didn't even ride the short bus. They didn't even have a bus short enough to put you on. That's how dumb you are. You can believe anything Terrence Crawford say. It ain't nothing but these people who interview him, these sellouts, you scared to ask him questions like that because you think he won't do an interview with you no more. You sit there and go along with the wind. You see what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying need to be said to him. But no, you going along with the wind. You go along with it so he can come back and do an interview with you. You sell out. Sell out. That's all you podcasters and you sellouts. Shannon Sharp, I give you credit. You do a better job than the rest of them. You do ask some questions that I think should be asked to him. But there's just some question. And I think maybe because the question that you didn't ask is just because I think you just don't know. I don't think you know boxing that well enough to know the other fighters out there that will destroy the fighters that you do interview. Like when you were interviewing Clarissa Shields, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say I can't stand her, but I changed my mind about her when I seen Shannon Sharp interview her on Nightcap. Reason why I changed my mind is because I see what she doing now. She just selling herself. That's all. She do all that talking about she can beat a man and all that. She can beat Rolly Romero and all that. She just talking, man, because she's selling herself. That's all she doing. She just selling herself. She don't really mean it. It would be different if she believed that. Then I wouldn't like her, because then you would be on another level with me, thinking that you can beat a man, and she really believed that. But me knowing now, she just selling herself. She don't believe that. She okay with me. But the thing that Shannon Sharp should have asked her, well, the real dogs in your league, how about Amanda Soriano? How about Katie Taylor? How about let's let them, y'all meet each other. Let them come up in weight and you come down till y'all get at a weight y'all can meet each other. Since it ain't nobody out there for you. Since it ain't, what that girl name, the little pretty light-skinned girl that got all the belts. I don't even know what weight class she in. But anyway, yeah, you talking all this talk. So since it ain't nobody out there for you, why don't you come down and wait? And you ask me, I think you pack on all that weight so that you don't have to fight them. Because when you first started out, you wasn't that big. Why you didn't fight these girls when you first started out? I don't know what size you were when you first started out. But Amanda Soriano and Katie Taylor, they been in the game. Why you ain't try to go down and fight them? Let them come up in weight and you come down till y'all get at a weight that y'all can meet. But anyway, yeah, back to these fake podcasters that sit up here and don't ask these fighters the question they should be asking. That's what make me sick. And Floyd Schofield, the guy's a beast. The thing about you, I believe you sold out. You had a fight with Shakur Stevens, and all of a sudden you supposed to got sick and went to the hospital. Come on, bruh. It ain't nothing but Shakur done paid you off. Because if you would have got in there with Shakur Stevens, you would have destroyed him. This dude got like what? I don't think he got like 16 fights. He's 16 fight with 16 knockouts. And Shakur was going to fight him. And all of a sudden, he pulls out the fight. But ain't nobody talking about it. Come on, bruh. This would have been your big fight. You supposed to be doing interviews and everything, talking about it. Reporters and podcasters, everybody supposed to be asking you that question. What happened to you, man? You supposed to be fighting Shakur. You pulled out, went to the hospital. What happened? Shh. Ain't nobody talking about it, though. He came back and destroyed, I forgot that dude name. He just, people just so ain't worth nothing to me. I don't even remember their name no more. But anyway, Floyd Schofield, y'all look him up. He just destroyed last fight, this old washed up dude. But he destroyed him in the first or second round. But why ain't nobody, when they asked him at the end of the fight, you asking him about the fight, why nobody asking him, what happened to you when you supposed to fight Shakur? What happened to you pull out of the fight? Ain't nobody talking about that. You see how these fake reporters, you see how these fake interviewers, they don't ask the question that they need to ask. See, it couldn't be me, bro. Let me interview one of them. I give them the business. What I want to ask Terence Crawford, why did you run from Boots Ennis, man? That was the only person out there for you. You'll never be great in my book. You'll never be great. You'll never go down in the great history because you ran from the one that was out there for you. He's the only one out there that can match you blow for blow. He's the only one out there that can match you speed for speed. So why did you run? Why did you went up to fight Canelo, old washed up Canelo. Canelo washed up, bro. You jump in the ring with people you know you can beat. You don't jump in the ring with people that you don't know, that you know you're going to have to put out the best of you. You go in the ring with people that you can just lay back and be lazy and beat. Come on, man. Canelo washed up, man. You don't get no points for that. But why you go up to fight Canelo? Why you didn't come down? Why you didn't come back down to fight Boots? But your excuse is, oh, I ain't know that fight don't make no sense to me. I ain't gaining nothing for that. You gaining money. That's what you in the business for, to get money. You'd got more money off fighting Boots than you would fought Canelo. Come on, man. Everybody know deep down that you're gonna beat Canelo. Canelo don't have no speed like that. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Come on, man. Come on, man. But anyway, just wanted to chime in on these fake reporters and these fake YouTubers and these interviewers, podcasters that get these boxers on their channel and don't ask the question that they should ask. Of course, Stephen, you should be asking him, why you running from doggone? Why is it that everybody that we give you that got a name, big name, you got an excuse? You got an excuse why you ain't fighting them. Huh? You supposed to be a fighter. You supposed to fight. You supposed to be ready to fight anybody we throw in your face. Not come up with an excuse why you ain't fighting them. But the taxi cab driver, oh, you ain't got no problem fighting him though, do you? Cause for you, that's somebody you know you can beat. Come on, man. Boxing all goes by the money. The more when you start out boxing, the person that can put the most money behind you, somebody that invests in you, that put money behind you, the better you gonna be. The person who started out boxing, if he started out poor and he ain't got nobody to put no money behind him, you just gonna be average. And see, when you put money behind a boxer, that means you can pay for better training. That means you can pay for better gyms, and all that's important when you boxing. But if you start now, you ain't got nobody put no money behind you, you just gonna be an average fighter if you make it. And that's if you make it. But these little fighters that is somebody today, they had somebody to put big money behind them, to send them to training school, send them to boxing class. So to boxing, to learn all kind of tricks and trade about boxing. Boxing is not about just jumping in the ring and I knock him out. You can be built like a gorilla, and you jump in that ring, people think you're going to kill somebody, but you get knocked out the first round. But like I say, it's tricks and trades to boxing. You have to learn these, and the only way you're going to learn these little tricks and ticks and tacks, you got to go, somebody got to put you in a boxing training that's expensive. Because see, people that know these little tricks in boxing, they don't just get that away for free. No, you got to pay them some big money, and they'll teach you how to do this and that. They'll teach you how to do this and that. And I'm not talking about you're going to learn it all in one class. You got to go to this class to learn your hook. Then you got to go to another training class to learn this. You go to another, and all this costs money. That means you got to put somebody got to put some money behind you. That's how these guys get good. No, it ain't just wake up on the couch. Oh, look, Mikey can box. Yeah, look, Mikey knocked out first round. Because see, these guys, they pay to get the skills that they got. But anyway, y'all stop interviewing and doing podcasts with these boxers and scared to sit there and ask them the question that they should ask. Stop selling out just for your YouTube channel, just for your little podcast. Sell out, sucker.